Say what I want about you, I'm like overdose. I teach you like I'm Gotw, watch out on it all. Oh, you worry about the critics, that ain't protocol.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big playing to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Watson, off play action. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So he had a nice run to get him down there. We'll stop just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lance going to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lance. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game than they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here comes Grant on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 2, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On first down, it's Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Play action, now it's Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as as they'll stop and roll short of the yellow line. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And the ball is knocked out. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready. Flags blue.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Lance again. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Lance They'll roll him out right. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Lance on the keeper. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And some room to run now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. York able to send this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And Lance now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you get a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Chubb will get the call running left. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. In his own end zone, it's Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw from his end zone. Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Lance looks to throw again. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Taken at about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson looks to throw again. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter. 4th down. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown. Amari Cooper from 13 yards out. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Everybody was open on the QB.
Beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Off of play action, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Play action, now it's Lance. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Completion good for 14 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Gets around him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watson, off play action. It's caught. Cooper. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second down, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd and 9, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
York able to send this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their...
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Watson to throw. Gets this to Moore. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Watson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now Watson.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Watson. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year,